Hi, I'm here with Nicholas Pollacchi from the Whiskey Dog, and we're talking about Loch Lomond and how it fits into our beverage program here at Gabriel's Bar and Restaurant. We're here at the Wine Gab Wine and Spirits Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks very much for having me here.
Mm-hmm.
So in this glass here we have Loch Lomond Original. So Loch Lomond Distillery is based in the west coast of Scotland. It's a fairly unique distillery because it does multitude of different things that other distilleries just don't do. First and foremost, it has its own cooperage. So we basically build and make our own casks on site. So we do first fill bourbon casks, refill bourbon casks, and then what's called dechar, rechar barrels. And that basically means shaving down the inside of a used barrel and then firing it up with a flamethrower to accentuate all those caramelized sugars and all those flavors that you want to pull from the wood and create flavor into the single malt. The other thing that's unique about Loch Lomond Distillery is it also doesn't just have traditional copper pot stills, but it also has straight neck pot stills. In fact, it's the only distillery in Scotland that has these. I kind of call them Frankenstein stills because there's really nothing like them. So it's a pot still base with a column still neck kind of attached to it, and it allows you to produce a very kind of aromatic, citrus forward based distillate, and then that soft maturation in those multi-cask maturation process just allows a really soft kind of round. I always think that you get like a really kind of apple and pear
on the nose.
Yeah, it's absolutely killer. And then you get this beautiful kind of soft honey, and then this whisper of smoke just on the back end of it. It's not a particularly peated whiskey, but it gives you that just enough to make it interesting.
You're not drinking a fireplace, a smoldering
correct, yeah,
campfire.
It's not, but it's enough to make the whiskey kind of interesting and complex. Yeah, they do a wonderful job.
Very elegant.
Yeah, what do you think?
I love it. It's just got the best aspects of all my favorite whiskeys, you know?
Yep.
It's got the elegance of like a Macallan 25 with the little touch of the Lagavulin at the end, and I think it's so cool that they have their own cooperage. I mean, how unusual is that? That's no American.
There's only 4 distilleries in Scotland that actually have a cooperage on site.
And how far does that date back, out of curiosity?
So Loch Lomond had been around since 1814 originally, but the current facility was built in the 1960s, and that allows them to have whiskies that are dating over 50 years old, which they have, 54-year-old single malt whiskey. That they've coopered their barrels and done everything themselves, so it's pretty impressive stuff.
So with our menu here, just to kick it over to food pairing, which we love to do here, beef carpaccios. I see a lot of guys kind of do this with their starters and then maybe move into wine, or stay with the Loch Lomond the whole time on the rocks, or usually neat. I mean, we sometimes will do it with cocktails, but usually this is ordered neat, and I pair it with like a beef carpaccio. What would be your ideal pairing?
I think you nailed it. Like a beef carpaccio and shavings of fresh Parmesan.
Oof,
like just that saltiness of the salinity of the Parmesan cheese. I always think it's a great pairing with whiskies.
Absolutely.
Which is something I picked up from my travels. I'd never seen it before, and instead of having a salty bar snack, somebody just gave me a plate of Parmesan cheese right out of the wheel, and I just sat and knocked back.
Oh, there's nothing better than when you first cut it. We cut it all the time. When you first cut it, everybody kind of swarms you. Like when it first touches the air, it's the best.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's all the time we have. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching Wine Gab here, 40 Central Park South, Gabriel's Bar and Restaurant. And you can find the Salty Dog on. did I butcher it?
The Whiskey Dog.
The Whiskey Dog. I'm sorry.
No.
The Whiskey Dog. You can find innumerable episodes, and thank you for your encyclopedic knowledge. Thanks for
great to be
doing
here
it with us. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Cheers.
Cheers.